Hey,
There we go. Hey, Patti.
hey,
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So I am Pronger Faulkner, for those who don't know. I'm here today with Patti Kaye Bevilacqua to talk about our collaboration book called Absolute Will, which released last month in October 2021. Thank you for being here, Patti.
My pleasure.
The idea for this collaboration came to me earlier this year as I was still working on my first book, and I kept allowing myself to get distracted with other things on my to-do list, one of which was trying to come up with a fundraising idea for a project my fiance Mike and I want to do in Nicaragua. Eventually, the urge to create an inspirational collaboration was becoming something I couldn't ignore, and I knew I needed to turn this concept into a reality. I really wanted women from as many countries as possible to make this a global effort of inspiring others. And I wanted every story to have a health and willpower aspect to it. When the idea hit me that a book collaboration would be a great way to fundraise, this book quickly became my #1 priority to make it happen by the end of this year. And we had a tight timeline, as you know, right? It was a little crazy at times. All of the profits from the author entry fees and the sales through the first month of our launch are going towards Mike and I building a house for a family in Nicaragua that doesn't have one of their own. I am so thrilled that we have 21 authors in this book, me and Patti, and 19 other women from 7 countries around the world. Our authors are from Canada, the United Kingdom, the United Arab Emirates, the United States, Australia, South Africa, and Bulgaria, each sharing our personal, vulnerable, insightful, true stories of willpower when facing emotional and mental health crises, physical injuries, and disease. This book is also self-published, which we didn't have to go through a big name publishing house. And this was a grassroots effort, which makes what we've done with it so far all the more incredible. My first book became a bestseller in 2 categories, so I was pretty sure I could do it with Absolute Will, especially after tweaking some of my marketing strategies, plus the fact that we would have a built-in launch team with all 21 of us promoting it. What I didn't expect was that we would hit #1 bestseller in 8 categories across 3 countries, Canada, the US, and Australia. The 8th one happened just yesterday morning. And I also didn't expect that we would hit #1 new release in 26 categories so far across 4 countries, Canada, the US, Australia, and the UK. And this is just in the first 3.5 weeks after launching. Our reviews so far on this collaboration say that these stories are raw, real, thought-provoking, heartwarming, life-changing, and that this book is a fantastic read. The stories are truly inspiring, and that this book has given so much hope to others. Those are all direct quotes from reviews on Amazon. Patti's chapter is called MS Stands for Mindset Shift, Chapter 7 in Absolute Will. Welcome, Patti. It is so great to have you here.
Thank you. I am thrilled. And the news I read every day about the updates of our book, my hair is standing up on my arms 24 hours a day.
It's amazing, isn't it? I love every bit of what we've done together. So can you tell everyone a little bit about who you are, where you're from, and what your chapter in Absolute Will is about?
Sure. In September 1989, I started my dream job as a high school physical education teacher. And the following March, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And my first year of teaching hadn't even ended. And I was devastated. I was broken. And I managed to teach PE for 5 years. And then I got ill and took some time off. Returned to teaching in a different school, teaching social studies, and was not happy at all. So within 10 years, I had left teaching altogether. And I my mission in life up to then was making a difference in people's lives, especially students' lives. And physical education is really interesting because students who do not excel in the classroom usually excel in the gym. And my relationships with the kids and the confidence they got was amazing. So I searched and searched and searched and searched for a way to feel like I had some purpose in life and I was making a difference. And that's when I started the Facebook group for women with MS. And it's just changed my perception of me, making a difference in other women's lives, really empowering them to be the best that they can be. And it's just been awesome. When Paul retired from teaching, we moved to a little border town, and it's very small. If you have to go shopping for anything big, you have to go out of town. And at any given day, there are at least 300 bucks, deer, and fawns walking the streets. And when we moved here, the lady at the licensing office said, if I don't hit a deer in 6 months, I'm not driving enough.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're everywhere, everywhere.
Wow. That's a funny thing to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I love how you are inspiring people around the world. And with technology, right, we can be in our houses in Canada and still reaching, globally. And what you're doing for other people is really inspiring. So when you found out about this collaboration, what made you want to jump in?
It just spoke to me. When I read it, I couldn't believe it. Like, this is something that was on my bucket list with respect to doing what I am currently doing. And when I read even more about what the intention was of the book and what you were hoping to highlight and express, you might as well have written my name all over it, because it was so me. So it was comfortable. Approaching you was so welcoming, inviting, and reading about all the other ladies, it was inspirational. And I wanted my name on the cover with everybody else.
Amazing. That's very cool. And I can't even remember how we connected. Do you remember? I feel like I've known you forever, and it's actually only been a few months.
I know. There is a lady in the group, and I'm not sure exactly where she's from, but we are in a group together, and she had posted your snippet about a book collaboration. So I sent her a message, I want in, and she sent back, it's not me, it's you. So I clicked on her little thingy, and poof, we're now connected at the hip.
Absolutely. So writing seems to bring out different experiences for different people. How was the actual writing process for you? And did anything surprise you about writing your chapter?
So in 2001, I went back to university and I entered the graduate program at the University of Toronto. And I wrote a thesis, which it was 147 pages, and I couldn't believe I had that much to say. So writing this, I figured, was going to be a test of my way to express myself and get my thoughts across without citing academic references. It was a story. It was like conversing with people. And I am very visual, and I love expressing or explaining something through a story. And it was easy for me to pick and choose where I wanted to go with this. And so to be really, really honest with you, Joe, I wrote the first version and I sent it to you because I had no idea if I was on the right track. And I actually screenshotted what you said. And you said, this is an awesome first draft. And I'm like, yes. So I'm on the way. And it was so easy then to massage the words and add here, take away there, get rid of the that's, get rid of the commas. And then it just became how I would explain if I was in conversation with someone. So it was a great experience for me. I was not nervous. I was not confused or it just felt so perfect and right for me. So it was awesome.
That's amazing. So I guess I probably know the answer to the next question. Based on this experience, do you think you'll want to write your own book in the future or be in another collaboration at some point?
Okay, I have a great answer for this. Book collaboration with you in a heartbeat.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't pay Patti to say that.
No, I would.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
It was great working with you and the other ladies. And I think that's what was so rich about this experience, is it was so many of us. And so, yeah, book collaboration all the way. I have been told that my thesis could actually become a book. Wow. And I'm not sure, right? Because there's a lot of citations in it, and I know I'd have to get rid of that, but that's the meat of the thesis, right? So I think what I need to do is I have the thesis on disk, and I should just take out all the citations and see what it looks like and start from there. So, maybe a book. I would rather get on CTV News Channel and talk to somebody. I am very comfortable here. And maybe I should do an Audible book.
There you go.
What a great idea. What a concept.
That is a great idea. There you go. Look at what just happened.
I know.
So what is your top piece of advice for someone who might be thinking they want to become a published author?
The little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I did. Don't overthink it. Put pen to paper and just go with it, because it's going to be multiple drafts before you even see it taking shape. So do not give up. When it becomes something that you're stuck, go for a walk. Go for a walk. Get out of the house, go for a walk. Come back to it with renewed energy, and always find your time enjoyable. When it becomes a job or a task or something that you're dreading from the moment you wake up, there's something not right. And so instead of trying to find out what that is, look at times in your life when you felt really connected to what you were doing and what made that so positive for you. And get out of your head, get into your heart, and just go with it. The best part about the collaboration was the ongoing discussion and feedback. And I'm guessing that if you do a published book, it's between you and the editor may not have an experience like you. And that's what was neat between you and I, is the whole autoimmune thing. We had a great foundation to start with. And I think that was, again, one of the drawing features to this for me. So I believe anybody anybody could do it. And if you are listening to this and you want to do one, look for Joe Pronger Faulkner.
Oh, thank you. That's amazing. Such great advice. And I really resonate with the go for a walk and basically like stop trying to force it and stop thinking about it so hard. And the minute you go for a walk and sort of just let yourself feel, you know, open and good again, all the ideas will start to flow again, right? Yeah.
Do you know what, Joe? When I was writing my thesis, it was the thinnest I've ever been because I was walking all the time.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. All right. Well, if you'd like to connect with Patti after hearing more about her story and her life. Oh, wait, I was going to ask you what's next for you.
I have a couple of podcasts coming up.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they're interesting because they're more focused on their journey with chronic illness. And I think sometimes I'm a bit too optimistic and happy about it. And they're not looking for doom and gloom stories, but I have left my illness story back there. I really don't go to it too much. And I live in the moment and look to the future. And that's what I want to bring to other women with MS is live in the moment, look forward to the future, leave that stuff behind. I'm not saying it doesn't shape you or affect you, but it doesn't have to be you. And so a few podcasts. I am doing I am doing 2 library readings via Zoom.
Oh, wow. Of the
One
book, of your chapter?
Yeah.
Nice.
One in the hometown where I was born and raised, and one here in Grand Forks. And so that'll be really fun. Really fun.
Yes, that's awesome. Very cool. So I love what you're doing in your group as well. You're so inspiring. And I love that, like you said, it's not a doom and gloom. That's just not you. I mean, you can tell like by your shirt. Your personality just is so inspiring, so positive, despite what you've been through. So to connect with Patti, go to her website, pattikaye.com, and that's PATTIKAYE.com. And her Facebook group is called MS Stands for Mindset Shift, which is the same as her title in Absolute Will. Patti, thank you so much for being in this collaboration and for your time today. Your perspective
you are more than welcome.
Your perspective is so inspiring. And I am so honored that you chose to share your story in Absolute Will.
Thank you very much. Can I just add one quick thing?
You bet.
I am not, it took me a long time to get to where I am today. It was not, a 24-hour changeover. It was 14 years with lots of tears, lots of moments where I felt like I was in a black hole and I couldn't get out. So by no means am I saying that, it's been a walk in the park. It hasn't been at all. But like I said before, the past informs me, but it's not me. And I want everybody out there to realize when you read this book, that's the neatest thing. The title is exactly what it is eventually you get to a point where you find your absolute will to go forward and make things better than what they were. And that was another draw for me to do this, is the focus on that. So kudos to you.
I just love that so much. That is so inspirational. Thank you, Patti.
You're welcome.
You are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.